Hey, purposeful parents and elite educators. This video today is all about free or almost free activities that you can do with your children this summer. So stay tuned if that is of interest to you. My name is Kimberly Deneen, and I'm with Education Noir, where we help provide you with the best tips and tools for student growth and achievement. So today's video is specifically for purposeful parents, and I want to give you 15 free or almost free things that you can do with your children this summer. I am a proud parent of a 26-year-old son. His name is Miles, and I also helped raise my stepkids who are all grown now. 3 of them. Little Mike, we still call him that, Kiki, Mikea, the only girl, and also Justin. So every summer they would come and they would stay with us, and me as a step parent, as well as being an educator, I knew the value of keeping them engaged in something relevant, meaningful, and educational, right? So I always had a summer program that I put together for them. At one point, I did end up becoming the director of a summer camp, and at that point, I didn't have to create my own program for them because they were in the summer program that I directed. But a lot of what I'm telling you is what I used in creating the program for the summer camp as well. And that helped keep the cost extremely low for parents. And summer camp can be extremely expensive. I mean, trying to put 4 kids through summer camp was, for us, it really actually just was not possible financially. So when I became the director of a summer camp, that really was like a godsend, because we were able to have all of the kids participate in the summer camp, as well as my niece Brittany. She also participated. So what I'm sharing with you, these are things that I did as a parent. These are things I also did as a summer camp director as well. So I'm going to be looking at my notes as we go through these. So the first one is create a boredom box. And you don't have to call it that. You can call it whatever you want to. You can call it the summer fun box. You can call it the summer treasure box, whatever you want. But this is the box that you would direct them to when they start feeling bored, right? In this box, you would have some brain games, something like the peg. You could do the pegboard game. It could be checkers. The dot game was fun too, just to see like who could create the most boxes in the dot. Slime or putty is a great idea. Word searches or crossword puzzles. Excuse me. Coloring books, crayons and markers to go with the coloring books. Slinky, ball and paddle, which were like those were our summer toys. We always got the ball and paddle. You could put some jacks in there. We always got ball and paddle and jacks. Those were like the summer games that we would always get when I was growing up. Of course, you could put books in there, toys or trinkets from like birthday parties or Chuck E. Cheese. Those little prizes that you get, or the things you get in goodie bags. Put those in the box. So this is a boredom box that you would direct them to when they start feeling a little antsy about being in the house all day. All right, number 2, ride bikes. Take a hike. These are free. These are things that really help create memories, and they're fun and they're free. So that's number 2. Number 3, cook. A lot of times I would take the summers to teach my son how to cook different things, right? First, we always started with eggs, right? Eggs is like the thing that I think I learned how to start cooking with eggs first as well. So I started him with, how to fry an egg, how to scramble eggs, how to know when an egg is fully cooked after you boil it. So I started him with eggs. Then I think the next thing he learned how to make might have been pancakes. And then I taught him how to do hamburgers and ground beef, how to, make ground beef so you can make spaghetti. So, teach them how to cook over the summer. There's a lot of education that goes into cooking. And you guys, I'm on my balcony today. So you probably hear the traffic going by. Hopefully you can hear me just fine. But I wanted to give you a new surrounding. We taught them how to make spaghetti. So take the time to teach them how to cook. They've gotta know how to measure things. Measuring, they have to understand how fractions work in order to do that with cooking. There's some science involved with using the heating, and so there's a lot of education that goes into cooking, even literacy, because they may have to read a recipe in order to cook whatever they're making or bake. So that's the third thing. That may have a little cost attached to it because you have to buy the ingredients, but it's minimal, and the value is long lasting because it's a life skill. All right, so here's number 4, the DIY summer activities. I absolutely love these little kits. We used to get them from Lowe's, and they were things like a birdhouse or a picture frame or some other little woodworking kit. Home Depot has them. You can get them from either Lowe's or Home Depot. And in these kits, they get to create something. They get to use tools. They get to see how things, they get the feeling of accomplishment of seeing how things come together that they've actually made, and then they can paint the item when they're done. So this is a great summer activity. I believe those kits are free from Home Depot and from Lowe's. And I'm not sure if they are like while supplies last. I'm not sure how that part works, but they do have them. So you might want to check with your local Home Depot or Lowe's. Number 5, TD Bank has a virtual stock market that your kids can participate in. And this is a great way for them to learn how to invest and work with money. Even though it's not real money, it's still giving them education in financial literacy. So that's another free thing that you can do with your kids this summer. Number 6, visit national parks. So I'm going to have on in the description, I will have the link for you to get the America the Beautiful card. It's $80, but when you think about how many national parks you can go to on $80, it pays for itself. And you pay, so one person buys the card. So let's say you're a 2-parent home. One parent buys the card. The card gets the whole carload of people into the park. So that pays for itself. And when you get on the site and you can see all of these different places that you can go, including beaches, and I didn't even think about beaches as being national parks, but they have some in Florida and some other places. So definitely check the link in the description and you will find out like different places you can go and use the America the Beautiful card and visit these beautiful national parks. All right, and number 7, camp in the backyard. I think our kids did that one summer. They set up a tent and they slept in the backyard. I don't know why they wanted to do it, but they wanted to do it. They did it. Kids, it's something, I don't know. I don't know, something mystical about sleeping outside, right? So allow them to camp in the backyard, and you can join them if you would like. Make if you have a fire pit, you can do the s'mores and do the whole camp like feeling. You can roast hot dogs. You can do a lot of things. So camp in the backyard. That there's minimal cost to that. So that is number 7. So I'm looking at a bug, and I think it might have a nest. So I'm checking it out, because if it has a nest, we can't both be here. So somebody's got to go, and it looks like he might. And so he's gonna be gone by morning, because I'm gonna get the spray, and I'm gonna plug that hole up. And okay, so let's get back to the list. All right, number 8. Start a blog. This is a great way to keep track of what you do over the summer, or even just starting a blog about some new discovery or something that your kids may want to learn more about, and share it with others. So starting a blog is a great way, and even starting a vlog, having them create their own YouTube channel is another fun thing that they can do over the summer, where they can share their knowledge about something, right? That's even allowing them to do the research and to put all of this together. That it takes a lot of different skills. So that's a great educational and fun way for them to spend time, doing something over the summer. All right, and then number 9, they can visit a factory. And the great thing about visiting the factory is they learn about how stuff is made. So I'm in the Maryland area, and so not too far from me, they have the Hers factory. They have a couple of potato chip factories nearby, but they also have some other factories nearby, where they allow you to take a tour, and you can and they can explain to you and your kids about how these things are made. So you can check up and see what factories are near you that you can take your children to visit for a tour. So, and that usually those are free. So that's the cool part about that. Number 10, visit places virtually. NASA has something called NASA at Home, and some of these will be listed in the description, so you can just click on the link in the description, and you'll be able to find out exactly the link, the URL to get you to these places. So NASA at Home, you can go and visit virtually. The San Diego Zoo has a live cam. You can go to the San Diego Zoo virtually, which is my favorite zoo in the whole world. I love it. And there are many more places that you can visit virtually, including the Louvre in Paris, France. They have the Louvre for kids. So I will have these links in the description for you. So that's number 10. Number 11. Your local roller skating ring is a great place to take your kids over the summer. In the summer, sometimes they have free days where you can go, and the entry may be free, but you just have to pay for your skate rental. And if you have your own skates, you won't even have to pay for skate rental. So check out your local roller skating ring. They may have free days for you. And if not free, it may be a discounted price. So check that out. Number 12, bowling. Your local bowling alley may also have special summer programs where it's free for the kids. You may have to pay, but it may be free for the kids, or at a very, very discounted price. So check your local bowling alley, because they may have things for you too. Number 13 was one of my favorites when I was directing summer camp. And even before that, as a parent, I think that's how I found out about it. But your local movie theater may have free hold on, let me backtrack. Free movies. Okay, so this is number 13. Free movies and story time and craft time at your local library. Okay, we'll get to the movie thing later. That's number 15. So your local library has summer programming. So you want to go to their website, or you may want to go there in person and get their newsletter, which gives you all of the things that are happening for the summer. And a lot of times they have free movies, story time, and they have craft time. So check out your local library. Number 14 was one of our favorites because my son is actually, his gift, he has an artistic gift. He likes to draw, paint. He loves to sketch. And I think he started at a young age. Like, that talent was there. I didn't recognize that it was something that he really, really wanted to do and was serious about until he got to high school. But one of our favorite places to go was Michael's. Hopefully you have a Michael's craft store in your area. Michael's generally has a summer craft time. And I can't remember if it's free. If it's not free, it's a very, very low cost. So this is a great way to get your kids out of the house, around other kids, doing some type of creative activity at Michael's. So check your local Michael's craft store and see about their summer activity schedule. All right, number 15. All right, so my favorite place to go, because I'm in my summer camp that I used to direct was in the Baltimore metro area. So we used to go to Regal Cinema. We used to take all our camp kids, and we're talking about kindergarten all the way up through middle school, because we had junior camp counselors as well. So we would take them all to Regal Cinemas for the movies. And these movies at one time, they weren't free, but they were like $1. And it wasn't a brand new movie. It was a movie that was, had already been out, but, going to the movies was always super fun for them, So now Regal Cinema still has it. It's $2 for the movies, and they have it on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But you still want to check your local, if you don't have a Regal Cinema near you, or the next one is Cinemark. Cinemark also has, they call it the Summer Movie Clubhouse, and their movie is $1.50, and you get $1 off of snacks. So if you don't have a Regal or a Cinemark near you, then you want to check with your local, I hope that, okay, it's a bug. It didn't look nice. So you want to check your local movie theater and see if they have a summer program similar to that, because they may. And so that is number 15, but I have a bonus for you. So I just want to stop before we get to the bonus item, and if you are getting value out of this video, please tap that like button. Tapping that like button helps this video get to more people so that they will be able to see it. And if you have not subscribed to the community, what are you waiting for? We would love to have you. Please subscribe to the community. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you will be informed of when I make videos each week. All right, so here is our bonus. So this is the bonus one, and this is free. So both Microsoft and Apple have virtual summer camps. So you want to go to the website and check that out. It's ASAP, because I'm not sure how long it lasts, and it's already June 20th. So check into Microsoft and Apple's virtual summer camps. And I may have that link in the description for you. So definitely check out the links in the description, and also please share or post your comments about what you have found in your area that's free or almost free. What summer activities you do with your kids, or summer activities that you know about. Post them in the comments. There may be some that I didn't list here. So share what great activities are you able to do, or have you done with your kids that are free or almost free. So I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Continue to level up your practice for student growth and achievement, and I will see you in the next video.